Yes, I'm praying. I'm praying that it's all over, but it's not. Although MACOM and GI are praying that it's over too. They're all praying that this industry is over. And if you continue to allow yourself to get beat up on by these guys, it will be over for you if you're a consumer and a dealer, because you consumers are having your VC2s turned off left and right. 700 Select TV customers were turned off alone in the last couple of days. Why? Because they don't like Select. That's really the issue there. Why didn't they turn off the CNN or the Showtimes of those guys? No, they chose to choose Select because they're not part of the group. We feel sorry for Select, so therefore we're recommending everybody out there, cancel your subscription to Showtime, HBO, and CNN, and sign on to Select. You know, it's not fair what they're trying to do to Select, and it's not fair what they're trying to do to you. And you can protect yourself. Protect yourself by installing the Ramsey chip. Take a look at what's going on in your VC2 before you get turned off, because after you're turned off, you can't really prove anything. It's necessary for you to get these Ramseys. There's only $15 for the Ramsey and the legal papers to take these people to court. The legal papers you get for free anyway if you send a self-stamped addressed envelope in. But the Ramsey was worth the $15. After all, I think it was selling for $150 before. So it's dropped appreciably just so you can have it. You read your VC2 and you read VCR, and then you will have it for prosperity. Prosperity. It's not prosperity. What is it?
Posterity.
Posterity. Thank you. Now we have a literate cameraman. So rare around here. Okay, enough of that. I understand that the Keymaster, that chip that Exact is selling, that is the pay-per-views, that too will allow you to read your RAM and record it. So if you have a Keymaster, don't waste the $15 at this point. I've not been able to test it, so I can't guarantee it, but I believe that to be true. There are some certain things that happen. Have you called about USA Star? You're having some problems getting product. Well, you've gotten all the product, I understand. If you haven't, it's on its merry way. So we're happy to continue their advertising, because we're told from the people that have called us earlier this week there was a problem that they've gotten their boards. I guess everybody's a little crazy right now with all the IDS stuff that went on, and no one's really giving anybody enough time to respond to what we're showing down. In terms of IDS, if you have not gotten the product from them, let me know. I say that because I have certain information about John Davidson and IDS that they would not like people to know, and I'm going to reveal that information if indeed I continue to get these phone calls in here. I'm not trying to play God here. I just am tired of getting phone calls, and you can go call John up, and I can give you his phone number, his home phone number for that matter. But don't call yet. Give him a time, an opportunity to return the products. I understand he's been doing it, and let's see what he does. By the way, if anybody sees John, call him Mark, because that's his real name. I know a few other things about Mark. So, and I know this because people out there have gone out and researched and found out information. So if you're intending at any time to pull a fast one on some people, then realize that there are a lot of people that take it very personal and go out and try to find out who you are and let us know so we can tell the world. What else is going on? We're told that the center screw on the new boards is rigged so that when you unscrew it, you short the board out. Now, I've not seen that either, but that's a rumor that's going around. We're also told that Highland, the company in Phoenix, Arizona, doesn't really have a product, so be very careful about that. Now, for the good news. We've decided here at Boresight that we can indeed advertise any of these types, not this product is totally legal, but any of the chips that are out there, anything you want to advertise, as long as it's legal in the place that you can sell it. In other words, you can sell this chip, not this chip again, but the Exact chip or any of the other chips, in Canada and in the Caribbean and in South America, where this program reaches. In that case, and you are willing to sell to those areas, we will advertise your product. We will advertise, as long as it's legal in that country. As long as a product can be deemed legal in a country that we reach, we will advertise it. We will advertise it for money. At this point, we've never taken any money for anything we've done on, anything regarding chips. We do take money from DCSC for doing the sockets, and we do take it from R&L, or USA Star, because we feel that those products are important for you to have. Obviously, it's very, very important for you to have a socket in your VC2. If you don't, then you can't install these chips that allow you to read what's going on, and you need to read what's going on, so when it goes on to you, you can take them to court. But now we're going to advertise anything, provided it's legal in a market we reach. It may not be legal in all our markets, but as long as it's legal in those markets. So look forward to some new and exciting products next week. I don't know what else to tell you. So stay tuned for Green Sheet. And, oh yeah, there's one important thing. I am looking, and I know a few other people are looking for some PSA 35s. They're the spectrum analyzers from AppCom. If you have one for sale, please call me here at Boresight, 201-562-0080. We'd like to buy them. And remember, if you have a dead VC2 board and you'd like to sell it, we're buying those as well. The price is up right now to $125. If you have a dead VC2 chassis, the price is down on those to $75. Hey, it's the market. What can I tell you? So $125 for dead chipsets of the boards, and $75 for the actual box itself. We are accepting boards in here that are broken and you want to try to get repaired. Do not send any of the blue label boards in, because the person that's doing the repairs does not do the blue labels. Hopefully someone will come forward for next week's show to do that does blue labels. But, and hopefully the person that's doing the blue labels for the special sockets and some of the other things that are going on the blue label boards will come forward. But there's a lot of things happening. You should protect yourself. Don't let these people continue to walk on you. Somebody said I should give everybody backbone. That's the latest phrase that comes in over the telephone. I can't give you backbone. I can just tell you that it's, you know, when do you get tired of being walked on? And that's, you got backbone. You just need to be reminded that you're being walked on. Sometimes we don't realize it. We think that they have the right to turn off their boxes, but this is not their box. It's your box. They have no rights once they sold it to you. They lost all rights over that box. And they are breaking the law just like anybody that comes into your home and breaks a piece of something that you own breaks the law. So stop being walked on, for Christ's sakes. Well, I shouldn't say Christ's sake. For God's sake, stop being walked on. You don't have to take this anymore. No, we can get them. We're winning here. And to you programmers that are thinking about scrambling, would I do it today with the VC2? No way. No. There's got to be a better method of getting paid for services than scrambling on a VC2. See you next week.
Hi, I'm Lee for DCSC. Please be patient for the Flexi Strip jumpers. As soon as I get them from the factory, I'll be shipping them out to you. This week I have a repair chip. What this does is fixes things like the service ID, as you can see here, is D9. This particular box would never be able to be talked to. This should be either an A0, a D0, or a 00. If it's not, this box would never respond. Other things it fixes: garbage information in regards to U20's location, service, and month ID. Also, it resets your password, whether it be purchase or your rating ceiling password. Let me show you how it works. All you have to do is remove your initial U30 and replace the repair chip in this slot and refer to the screen. As you can see here, it says VC2 RAM repair for use by service technicians only. To restore RAM to factory settings, press the Enter key now. All I have to do is hit Enter. VC2 RAM has now been restored. Please install your original PROM to resume normal operation. Now I'll show you what I just did. What I've done here is restore the box to original factory settings, as when you first got it from the factory. As you can see, I've wiped out the service ID and the location. If you check up Setup 0, I've cleared virtually everything in U20 and made this into a brand new virgin unit. This is $50, and I suggest that only dealers buy this, because this is really something a dealer should have. Next week, I'll feature a RAM view. Both chips will be $50. Thank you.
Now, Well, we're back, and I don't know whether that last commercial you saw right there was from DCSC, but I think Lee was trying to tell me before the break for commercial to remind you people out there that there's never been a complaint for DCSC, and that's true.
That's correct. Never had a problem. And if they did, I corrected it. Matter of fact, I bought 2 people's boards out there because I dorked them.
I bought a lot more than 2.
I'm better than you, that's all.
No, we were just stupid about shipping. Well, let's talk about this for a second. What... I understand that they might be bringing more people into this lawsuit that I'm involved with. One of those people may be you. I mean, can you believe that? Why would they bring you in?
Because I probably scare them, intimidate them. Maybe I might know too much now. Who knows?
Well, it's amazing, considering you don't do anything illegal, how they get so threatened by anybody talking about them.
Well, I offer legitimate reasons for having sockets. One, you can repair your own board. We're coming out with some software that will actually diagnose a problem within inside the video cipher utilizing the display chip and putting U19, U7, all the chips through their routines, and we'll tell you if there's a bad chip in there.
What is it that the repair... I get a lot of calls about your repair chip, and I frankly know very little about it. What does your repair chip do?
All right. If you've been turned off, this won't help you in any way. You got to understand that basically what my repair chip does is redefines the parameters in U20. If you have a service ID, anything other than A0, because of a lightning strike, power surge, or because maybe you've been playing with the box, that'll correct that. Also, if your parental rating is anything other than, G, PG, R, X, it's something like EQ Arrow 5 or something like that. That'll correct that. You also don't have to pay the programmers $1 for resetting your password. That'll correct that too.
Okay, so how much is the repair chip?
It's $50.
Okay.
And you can copy it. What I'm saying to you is if you have a dealer association out there, buy one, copy it, and give them to your other dealers. I have no problem with that. It's when you start selling them, because I've made the software for it. That's when it starts bothering me.
Yeah, Lee's got copyright protection too, right? So, by the way, is the RamView chip that we're giving with cooperation from Lee for $15. Lee made the software for us, and we're actually making the chips. But by all means, let me remind all of you out there.
If you need one from me, I'll be glad to send it to you too. The only problem is I don't have all the legal papers that you need, that's all.
And that's one of the problems we're having with the RamView chip right now is that the legal papers are being prepared by our lawyers, and our lawyers have been very involved with the suit and devoted a lot of time to those papers. I've instructed them to get those papers done and out of here. Hopefully we will get all this stuff out by this Friday, if not by Monday. So any of you looking for your RamView should have it by this following Friday. I urge you, really, if you haven't been turned off yet, I think you should just turn off the VC2 and leave it off until you get the RamView and have the opportunity to read it. And record that information on your VCR and hold it in case you are turned off so you can, again, record the information in your VC2 so that you can have that as evidence for court. It's a criminal what has happened out there, and it's such a shame that you are being just treaded on so easily. And you really have to fight back on this as well as so many other matters. This industry is just like, it's like anybody can come along and kick us in the ass, and we just sit there and smile, I guess.
I'd like to say something. And this might be a little radical, but...
you don't want that stuff to hear, Lee. This is radical corner.
I see Russia right now allowing their people more freedom. And what I see is the United States, is being bought by corporate America. This is not a free country anymore. Face it. If you're getting sued and you have a legal product, it's not who's right, it's who has the most amount of money. Now, that doesn't happen in communist countries. Now, I'm not pushing communism, but all I'm saying is basically either fight for this garbage, which is going on right now, or just pack up your bags and go to Russia.
It's interesting to me that there's been so many cases of cable companies buying city officials and local politicians, and that people actually think that it stops there. Well, don't think that for a minute. Why is it you think that cable has become so powerful in this country? They've managed to get every bill they wanted through Congress. They've managed to get rid of all the things that affected them. to have any effect over them, and they've been able to do it because of their power. Congressmen are afraid of them. Networks are afraid of them because their threat over network is, hey, you give me trouble, I'll take you off my cable system. Networks need to be there. So cable has this incredible power, and it is not going to get less. It is only going to get more. And unless we have this golden unit here, this satellite system that gives us this incredible freedom that people cannot have total control over us as long as we have a satellite system. And that's what's damaging. That's really what we have to fight. We have to fight to make sure we still have the right to go over satellite. All of us, no matter who wants to get up on satellite. And that's what they're trying to stop. They realize that financially, they can't afford to buy the 700 or 800 transponders up there. So what they found out is a better way to control it is the way they're doing it. So you might think this is all crazy, but it's true. And if you just look at what's happened so far in the last 3 years, you'd realize that it's true. And it's unfortunate the press, the other people in this industry don't write about it. Maybe because they're so stupid that they think taking the $1 a day from their enemy is going to preserve them for tomorrow. It's not going to preserve them. They're going to be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you want to help yourself, help him.
Good
Don't
idea.
help me. Help him.
Good idea.
I mean, I can take care of myself. Help him. He's the one that's...
Wait till they sue your ass.
Then help me. Because my wife's going to kill me.
All right, we are going to break for maybe some commercials and probably go to Green Sheet. Now, I don't think we have anything else to say. I'm trying to remember some of the calls we've had coming in this week in regard to the DC2.
I'm trying to convince Sean to do a live call-in show so that we can have everybody watch it. So many people ask me the same questions over and over and over again. And basically, if we have one live call-in show that people can watch, to watch everybody asking the same questions, what we can do is really narrow down the BS that's going on out there and give you good, pertinent information that you can stand by instead of, well, this might be a rumor, it might be true. I just like the screw on the bottom of the new 0181 boards. There's no tamper device on there.
Why is it shutting off?
Well, it's because of U7. What they call the mask programming in U7 has been changed. If you try to alter or actually try to do something different than with the old 2426 or version 3 boards, what happens is U7 detects that and gives it a little shot. But some people out there are working on that. So.
Is there trap wires in it? I'm told you haven't seen that. But
Yes,
do you know?
I've seen 0181 boards and there's no trap wires in there. Rumors, lots of rumors, but no trap wires. No trap wires at all.
Okay, I know a lot of people that would disagree with you on that one.
I'll tell you, well, I'll tell you for a fact, 0181 boards will never have the keys extracted from them. That I know for a fact. They can be musketeered, but that's it. That's it.
Well, sooner or later they'll make a device that is secure, but in the interim they're going to kill all of us, I think.
Well,
at least kill some of us.
they ever shut me off.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Green Sheet. And that's all, folks.